If you guys don't know, we actually dropped a visual reel. A year in review is what we call them. But it's of all the stuff, or a good amount of the stuff I did last year. I wanted to do like a proper reaction to it so that I could just talk about it. But yeah, if you guys didn't know, I voice act. But yeah, thought it'd be a good transition because Zenless. That's Anton. But yeah, it is now available on YouTube. It's available on the CyYuVtuber channel. But yeah, I put Anton because I did that last year, and I came out last year. Cyno because we did this event, this Sethos event last year. Then the War Dance stuff was also last year, and then some stuff you may not know, like I was Mysterio. The vid is a little low, right? So I can talk over it. Yeah. Mysterio and Marvel's What If. Then there's Macaque and Lego Monkey Kid, season 5.
You find anything?
Akiko and Persona 3 Reload because that came out last year. You are Mysterio? Yeah. And you know who else could have told you that? Behind the voice actors. Exclamation point VA in the chat. We last time I checked, we were at number 9. So hey, we're on the leaderboard. Yeah, we're still number 9. We can make it number 1, baby. We can make it number 1. Now, I love how so many folks in the comments are like, but where's my boy here? Where's this boy? Where's this boy? Where's this boy in these videos? And the problem is that this is for people can't read. It's 2024, right? You guys know that we have like a whole like playlist of shit where it's everything I've done since like 2016. So yeah.
So you mean you're putting in what we got?
This was one I did the wrong way to use healing magic. That was just a fun one. Only one can be seen if you were from Russia. Oh, really?
Ignited paper.
Then there's the irregular. Because that was last year. That's when the last season dropped. I was Ignia and Fairy Tale. So you know.
How would you grow without fighting your own battles?
There yet, but don't worry. I can give you the
man, I hope he comes back. I know he comes back in the manga like 100 chapters later. Then there's Kaiju number 9. Because I was this freak. I was this freak. I highly recommend checking out Kaiju. I love Kaiju number 8.
Yes, I believe this is how people answer their phones. Come on, man. Where'd you
And then here's the answer.
Sorry, but I don't see any reason to attend a school that places second. Good luck finding someone else.
Yep. Yeah, we had to do a slideshow for we had to do a slideshow for this because it was the only way to like save like it was the only way we could not get copyright claim. Yeah.
To think when this random rich girl gave.
Oh yes, I'm also Julius.
It's been far too long since I've seen you.
Julius in seasons I believe 2, 3 in the video game. I voice Julius. It's so funny because we had called him Julius for so long, and then we recently called him Julius, which apparently they wanted to change.
V here is magnificent. Don't you think, Lord Subaru? Little effect on your disposition.
And then I was also they brought me back for Boruto.
I'm Eiki Fuma.
This dumb little shit. I also voiced a bunch of other characters in there. If you guys have watched Gundam Seed Freedom, which is the Gundam Seed movie, I was the villain. Orphe Lam Tao.
Do you? To be blunt, you are neither suitable nor worthy of such a woman.
Of such a woman. Such a woman. Then there was this game known as Contra, Operation Galuga. You play a lot of villain roles. It's so funny because you can literally see in all of these reviews, if you go from the beginning, you can see like the transition when folks started casting me more as villains. And speaking of villains, here's Ghettoine from Blue Exorcist, who is one of the ugliest bastards I've voiced.
Your little sister is, well, much too little.
Your shitty parents who abandoned
The Grim Variations, which was a Netflix show.
Worthless.
You
learn the big brother.
And then I was also in the Loud House movie.
Hello, baby.
I did like some miscellaneous stuff in the Loud House movie,
But no thanks. I'm trying to.
which was a lot of fun.
Sweets.
Also, this one always throws people for a loop.
Beautiful coward.
Lavash.
Yeah, I am Lavash in fucking Sausage Party Foodtopia. It's so funny because people are like, what? Dude, I did this shit like 3 years prior. I thought they had canceled this. And then out of nowhere, they drop it. And I'm like, oh, okay. Neat. Neat. Animation takes a lot longer. Yeah, we do this every year. This one just took a little bit longer to animate, or edit, I should say. Because it was on me. Because I had to re-get like half the footage. Because the footage I had gotten, for some reason, like it was in way lower quality. So, but usually we try to release these in like January, the beginning of the year. So by now, people are like, how come your newest characters aren't on this? And I was like, again, this is for the stuff we did last year. So.
You're not real. You're not real.
No shit. But our love was.
But our love was.
As was your friendship.
Ship with Brenda. And yes, the guy that keeps coming back, Kaigaku in Demon Slayer. I'm not gonna lie, he did way more here than I thought. I didn't think that Kaigaku would show up until the movie. So I know that he was in the manga, but I also voiced this Crow.
Don't bother, idiots.
That's big talk, but you're an arm down.
This is the one that surprises some folks. Freerun, I was Sharf.
Victory.
Just because it's like, first of all, I snuck in this bitch. It surprises people, Simba. It surprises people because, like,
If you don't
folks are just watching the show, and yeah.
Are you the one behind all the distortions?
The Crow is solid. Yes. Yes, he is. Then Card NCL, which is Inti creates his like own battle network,
I'm not picking
which is great.
Acceptable readings. I will end this right here.
And I voiced Copen in Luminous Avenger 2, as well as in Gunvolt 3. That's right, folks. I'm in Marvel, baby. Well, like, again, technically, it was really funny. I'm in the MCU, but I'm also the guy that announces it, specifically for the Marvel vs. Capcom, like, or not Marvel vs. Capcom, but Arcade Classics. That's right. That's me. Funny enough, when I recorded this, the clients at Marvel, they knew me for Persona. It was really funny.
Pass.
It was actually crazy. They were like, we love your work as Akihiko. I was like, what the fuck? But I was just the announcer. Like, but for like the main menu.
Left in the box today.
Yes, my very astute English accent. Totally very believable.
One is a request for a larger water ration.
Yeah, we had to do this as a slideshow again.
The other is most peculiar. It
Is
simply
most
says,
peculiar?
Poem for the prefix.
It's so funny because I am not very confident in my English accent, but I definitely think it's gotten better over the years. Because it used to be absolute dog shit before, but yeah. But I'm glad that it
Oh, that night did end.
It's legend.
Thankfully, Caitlin Glass, who was the director, she is really good about it. So. Ah, yes, campfire cooking.
Makoto?
I was Vincent.
I was
This
wondering
guy in the
why you're
back.
traveling so late.
He's a very minor character, but like I always have fun playing sassy bitches.
Impressive, huh?
Ah, Latrua in The Weakest Tamer. Nowadays, I hardly get to do my like normal higher register.
I'm never gonna give this shit up.
Normally, I get cast as this shit. I get cast as like villainous or like angry boys. Or like the deep, cool voice.
The Beastars office is higher up than the.
Oh, this is something I forgot to point out with the macaque thing. So I usually get asked to cover for Billy Kevmetz to like take over for Billy. And whenever I do, when we do these visual reels, I always put formerly Billy Kevmetz because I want to, you know, pay homage to my boy because I love Billy. So,
There's this.
but yeah, this was originally Billy Kevmetz, and this is not me voicing him.
Devouring incidents among younger beasts have been on the rise. It seems that the suppressants made by your company.
But yeah, this is honestly, funny enough, there's a I also voiced Edo. There's this character, this fucking parrot. Chat, this was my favorite bit I've ever recorded of all time. Like, check this shit out. Hold on.
Tweet, tweet. Hello there, pals. You're on PB's Parrot Channel. And I got a
He's a
question for you
YouTuber.
right here. About those mixed race couples that are all
Oh, no.
these days.
I got to do a
Yeah,
parrot
of course
voice.
you are. But like, for real though, what if it was you personally, for against?
I really wanted that, like, you know when a parrot goes, "Rah!" like that, like, weird-ass, like, sound it makes? You know, like have this, like, weird kind of thing. Like, whenever they talk, it's almost like like, when they're repeating, "Rah!" they have that. I wanted that in the voice.
Not other people, but you. Oh, I guess it's a little awkward to as couples.
You're mistaken. We're not a couple.
What? You're not dating? Well, maybe you should start. Anyway, let's say a cute little herbivore shows up, and she's hot for you, or against.
I mean, if it's an herbivore, I don't know.
They also, this line, they let me sing it. I asked if I could do it again, and I was like, can I sing it? And the director's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I was like, just let me do the thing. Just let me do the thing, all right?
That's a big old no way. Well, what's your reason? The #1 answer in our survey right now is the crazy high risk. Like, imagine you lose it and eat your girlfriend whole.
This
Your
part.
life's over. Your life's over.
I really wanted to sing it. I really wanted to sing it. And then I improv'd, and then they let me improv these
I'm
lines.
a gray wolf and I'm head over heels for a stag right now.
In the episode, there are some lines that are like, oh, careful with that. That's my camera. I can have that back. Like, they let me improv that and you leave it in the fucking episode. Because it's like, yo. Because you just see him, like, trying to grab the camera every now and then. And I was like, could I just, like, leave some shit in there? And that was actually great. And yes, I was.
Holy crap, you're cold as hell, lady.
And again, going back to the villains, viral hit
You can't tell the
Kunstig.
difference anyway.
So, fun fact about this one, my director, Chris George, he cast me because he knew I could do villain voices, but he cast me specifically as this one because he's fully aware of my VTuber. And he was like, oh, well, you're a shark. I have to make you the shark one. Like, dead ass. I'm not. I love Chris. He's such a good guy.
Plus, they only care if they find out. Look at what Paco had going. Dude,
But
beat
yeah,
up an old lady.
These are
But if
the
it's
worst. This
entertaining,
show
no
is
one
just the worst type of YouTubers, by the way.
Gives a crap. All those people working 9 to 5s are so dumb.
It's
They could be
so,
making easy
it's the
money
worst
like
kind of
us.
YouTubers. It's like prank YouTubers. It's people fighting and harassing people. Like, that is the show.
Well, they'll keep falling for it every time.
Come on, guys. Go easy on the idiots. If it weren't for those morons, we'd be poor as hell right now.
How about this?
Ah.
I won't follow anyone weaker than
Another
me.
angry
So
boy,
let us have a match
Neki
at the leader
and
of your
Remonster.
mercenary come out.
Classic.
Chances.
Our Last Crusade Season 2, which went on hiatus. So that's interesting.
really was.
They all sound like you? What? What? They do?
That's a coincidence. No way we could have known.
You got that right. If it wasn't coincidence, that means we dropped the ball and got tailed. And
No
I don't
way!
remember screwing up. Well, if the Masked Lord is on the hunt for that witch, I guess this is the safest place to be.
Yeah, for all we know, she may.
But yeah, apparently this got... Oh, right. So, for Tower of God, I'm like 3 or 4 characters. But the one that people... So, I voice Prince in this, primarily. But the one that people lose their minds over is Mazino. I didn't realize how, like, cool Mazino was.
I'll give you about 10 more seconds.
So again, the villain arc.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Funny enough, I also, so the other guy I voice is that guy. That's the other guy I voice. Who, when first introduced, was a villain.
Now we can have some fun! Let the game begin, babies!
How
Yeah, apparently Mazino's catchphrase was baby.
foul that old stench. It reeks
Ah,
of
yes.
rotting blood.
This guy sucked. Me, the director, Caitlin Glass, and I would always talk about it. And we were constantly like, dude, yours is just the worst. Like, he'd always fumble. He'd always make the worst decisions. He is just a terrible candidate to be the prince.
It must mean Set has arrived.
He also hates women. So, you know, he sucks. Oh! I've shown a clip of this man.
So, you and Donna are dating now, huh? You're that couple everyone's talking about, aren't you? Fooling around on the stairs?
So if you guys don't know, I showed a clip on TikTok a long time ago. Well, not on TikTok. I showed a clip on here that went on TikTok. It was this dude and his girlfriend licking this seaweed thing. Yeah, in the Japanese, only the girl was making moaning sounds, but my voice director was like, for equality, you're gonna be moaning too. So just for context, this is that shit.
No, it's nothing like that. I'm happy for you two. Would you listen? If Anna found a guy she likes, then I'm glad to hear it. But please, dude, take good care of
Hey, you've got it all wrong!
Also, Sosuke does suck. Like, he... my favorite! This is Oshinoko. I was right in this.
Say it one more time. If you wield your personal rights as an author, it's possible we'll greenlight it with no questions asked. It'll likely end up as a sluggish amateur play.
Are you threatening me?
That goes both ways, doesn't it? Bargaining of this sort is nothing new for me. My job is to protect the jobs of over
Did we
100
use that
people
clip?
involved with the production.
Yes.
Look here, I'm ready to suck the dick of a geezer or two if that's what it takes.
You see, the thing about censoring is you gotta censor the word, not like have just a bleep in the middle. It was really funny when I recorded this scene, my director was like, all right, Alejandro, so for this scene, it's a little, you know, and I was like, Shannon, I know what I'm in for. I've been ready for like years. He's like, oh, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna say the whole goddamn thing. He's like, are you sure? Yeah, I'm ready. Let me say it, baby. And he's like, okay, sure, all right, bet. Okay, cool. So shout out to Sensei for having me. This.
So you know, Amina's been training to achieve your look, Tifa.
That's right. I'm back as your favorite personal trainer, Jules.
You'd be helping her measure her progress.
So if you broke your controller in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth for Jules, you're welcome.
Let me sweeten the deal. If your abs prove superior, I'll add a bonus to your reward. How's that sound?
How's
By
that
all means,
sound?
You have my blessing. If you don't mind dropping by from time to time, I'm
My
sure
personal
she'd
fitness
benefit
trainer.
from your
My
advice.
controller
Need some
again.
muscle, huh?
Sovan. One of the most underappreciated characters I've ever voiced. AKA Siete. Yeah. I still hate the fact that they called him Sovan. I don't mind Sovan, but I do think Siete is better. That's just me.
Tear them apart!
Fun fact about this, they did not know I spoke Spanish. So, shout out to the bitrate.
Now, the finale. The Sword Sovereign reveals his strength. 100,000 espadas!
100,000 espadas!
Here is more than capable.
I am in Trails through Daybreak. I voice Sharid. Shout out to PCB for having me. And
Either
obviously,
way, words
the
alone
Trails
simply
team.
are not enough for me to surmise the strength and character of you and the rest of your team. And so I shall read Oswald.
Almost said Oswald. Shout out to Octopath. Aphelion. I need to go through Unicorn Overlord at one point because this game is just really pretty. I love vanilla software.
Sir Aphelion!
And I'm sorry for making you...
Whoa, is that TV's Alejandro's out? Hey, oh my god, is that TV's Ben P. Balmaceda? Hi, buddy.
Please, I'm just glad you're back in one piece.
In my armor. As long as your star shines for the liberation, Teras. Mine too shall
I'm glad they
shine
let me
with
roll
it.
the yard on that one.
But we're actually pretty swamped at the
Gren.
moment.
This is one of those outliers where they let me do my higher register nowadays. Because nowadays, most people just cast me for my lower stuff. But yes, I was in East Nordics.
Yeah, it's almost too weird to be true.
Rise
All right.
Species.
And then we ended off with a
Because we had a
spoiler
longer-
of Jing Yuan, and this is what made me cry in the middle of the booth. Jing Yuan did not die. You're fine, chat. But I guess we kind of just reacted to the thing anyway. I did speed run it, but yeah, chat. I tend to do this like once a year, showing off all the stuff I worked on the year prior, and then people are always like, "But where's Shallot? Where's this one? Where's Yuri? Where's Sojo?" And I'm like, brother, if you just go to my channel, you just go to the CyYuVtuber channel, and you look up year in review. You look at year in review. You see all the other years. You see the other years. There they are. There they are. There's plenty of other years that you can go through and fucking see what else I've voice acted in. Look, that's from 2019. This one's from 2020. That's from 2016. So you could see there's even a fucking playlist for you. There's a playlist for you with all of them. Look at that. You can see them all. You can see them all. There you go. There you are. Anyway, yeah, there you go. So if you're ever curious, also !VA if you're on twitch.tv/CyYuVtuber, and then go to behind the voice actors. So yeah. Anyway, that's the video, I guess. Get out of here!